Over the years, how have conventions changed? Like you, from what you've seen to high school till now, and as we already discussed, there's been so much growth within the cosplay community, but you've seen firsthand that growth as well. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of growth. So compared to when I started cosplaying in high school up until today, I would say there's definitely more people who are interested. There's more people who want to try it out, more people who are willing to try this hobby out. And also there since there's more people cosplaying and I realize there's a lot more people cosplaying now, it's because the resources to get cosplay items are a lot easier than they were back in the day. Because I know back in the day, people would have to go on eBay and pay like they would have to like pay like more than usual. Like for me today, like if I bought a wig right now, my wig would probably be like I don't know, like $20 shipping, like 20, like under $30 for sure. I know for people who were cosplaying back in the day, when they ordered their wigs would be like $60, and it wouldn't be like those good wigs that people use, like Arta, where it's heat resistant and you could style it. Oh no, they were like the Halloween, like the spirit Halloween wigs, and it would be like $60, and then you see the shipping and it says 40,
It's so
and then the
true.
wig was so bad.
We've come so far.
We've come so far, and then the cosplays you would buy, they would be overpriced too. Like for me, if I were to buy a cosplay, it would cost like I would say like around $60, depending on what I get. I would say a normal cosplay would be around $60. People might disagree with me on that, but I don't know. For me, it's like that. But when you go buy stuff on eBay, it would be like almost 200. And that was every cosplayer's like best friend back in the day. I gotta go on eBay. I gotta go get my cosplay on eBay. And a lot of people wouldn't wear lenses either. And if they did, they would go to, like I said, Spirit Halloween. They would pay like $100 for lenses. I think they were like almost 100. And now, like now today, like lenses don't cost that lot. You could buy lenses for like 20 to $30. If you want a good pair, like 40 to $50. Like a lot of things have become more accessible and cheaper. Like a lot of people, they order, there's cosplay sites where you can order from, or like me and a lot of other people who are able to use Taobao. Taobao is it's a Chinese site where you could buy cosplays for cheap. For me, I can use Taobao because I can type in Chinese and read a little bit of the stuff. But a lot of people use Taobao now, and I do a lot of orders for cosplayers because there's a lot of cosplayers out there. Not everyone's Chinese, and a lot of cosplayers, they now know, they're like, oh wow, like Taobao, like I can buy a cosplay for so much cheaper, and yeah, and I just do orders for people, and it's just things have changed so much.
They really have. It's like even not just with cosplay, but any hobby. It's crazy that things cost so little. Shipping is basically free, and you have so many options. Like I remember back in the day, people who I would cosplay with, if they wanted to go as a character from an anime that perhaps wasn't very popular, there was a chance that they would have to stitch that cosplay themselves. Like they there was
Oh
no other
yeah.
option, and there were no like prints or like the plans for it, so they would kind of have to like freehand it and just figure it out best of their ability or modify a previously existing like piece of clothing. Now that's not the case. You can get like the alt thing of this video game character from 5 years ago, and you can just throw it on and have it ordered to your house within days. Like it's incredible, and it also makes sense because now that cosplay is so accessible, the costume industry itself, it's booming. There's so much
Oh
money in it.
yeah.
It's incredible.
I remember back in the day when everyone had to make their cosplays. Like back in the day, if you wanted to be a cosplayer, you had to know how to make your stuff and sew, or you wouldn't be able to be a cosplayer back in the day. But now it's different. Now you don't need to have the talent to sew things, to make props. There's so much market for it. You want your prop made? There's someone out there who can make the prop for you, or you could buy it. You want your cosplay? You could order online, or you can get it commissioned. It's just so much easier now.
How do you feel about that though?
For me, I know a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but I know there'll be some people who'll be like, oh, cosplay is about, making stuff. Like you're not a real cosplayer if you don't make your stuff. There's people who will say that, but my opinion, like at the end of the day, we all like the same thing. We all like anime. We're all having a good time. We're all doing this for fun. I will not shame someone for ordering a cosplay. If it makes them happy, then bet I don't have an issue for it. In my case, I go half and half. I either make my cosplays or I buy my cosplays, and it's because sometimes it's cheaper to buy it, and sometimes I'm just lazy and I don't want to make stuff. But even then, if someone buys their cosplay, it doesn't exclude the fact that there's no creativity in it, because you still have to style your wig, and you still have the resources to do your makeup. Like there's still an artistic value to it, even though you're buying a cosplay. There's still effort being put into it. Like, let me do my wig, let me do my makeup, or for people who wear lenses, let me put my lenses on, let me get there's still effort being made. So I don't like it when a lot of older cosplayers shame the younger cosplayers, saying, oh, they're not cosplayers, they just buy their stuff, they're not real cosplayers, there's no creativity. Back in my day, yeah, that was back in the day. You should be happy that there are more people that are interested, and there's a bigger community, and it's more welcoming. Shouldn't people be happy to see other people cosplaying like things they like? I don't like this whole elitist culture of, oh, you didn't make your cosplay, you're not valid. I hate it so much. Honestly, I think if you're happy and if you're having a good time and you're using your creativity to express yourself, I don't see the issue with it, honestly.
I agree. I agree. I do think there should be some artistic value with cosplay, but if that is doing your makeup or just making sure that your cosplay is well ironed and your wig is well styled, that's more than enough for me. I'm not going to ever hold it against somebody or go online and hate on the new wave of cosplayers. That to me just seems kind of peculiar. Like that's very, very peculiar behavior. I kind of feel that as I've been working through this channel, reaching out to some cosplayers from back in the day, a lot of them were unable to keep up with the changing tide of not just cosplay but anime as well, even social media. Now there's kind of an incentive to really be invested in cosplay, and like back in the day, if you had a cosplay website, it was very periodical. Anime North, CN Anime, maybe that J Halloween dance, and that was really it. Or maybe
Oh my gosh, you take me back.
yeah, right. I remember that. That was a great event. I remember when they started doing it, and I'm like, wow, we have a new event, guys. We can do something more. But now it's like every month in every major city you have some sort of event or get together, and now there's social media, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's so much that you can do with cosplay. I want people to do the simplest thing that they can do to get the grandest cosplay that they can, because it just makes the community stronger, and it doesn't devalue what you do if you want to do cosplay from scratch. So